Hi, welcome back to my Discover New Music journey, and today we're going to be checking out some more CORTIS. So they just released 3 new songs today that we're going to be checking out. I think this is, coming off of their debut EP that just came out. Definitely really excited to hear what these sounds like. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting with FaSHioN. Did a music video for this one. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. I like how that beat dropped. That was nice. Uh-huh. That was a cool transition right there. So giving kind of like similar vibes in terms of sound to like Go a bit, right? Definitely still different sounding. I like the delivery of the lines that kind of separated into the kind of thing that's nice. Ooh, that grungy kind of sound of that thing. Something right there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like all the different ad-libs that are going on, how they're like producing those as well. They kind of reverb on that. Very interesting echo on that. Ooh, okay. Nice. Yeah, nice reverb on that. Like the melody he's singing as well. Nice. The different ad-libs are coming. Yeah, I definitely like this part a lot right here. This kind of rhythm in this part. The separation of the lungs. Okay, breaking the instrument right there. And drop it nice. Yeah, love the repetition of FaSHioN right there. Ooh, okay. It's like rapping in a different tone right here. Yeah, very interesting tone he's delivering the lines right here. Okay. I like that flow right there. Nice. Okay, nice letter voices right there. Nice. This is a really nice music video as well, how they're doing all these scenes. Like, what is that thing like just traveling around? Yeah, I love that. Just whole kind of this section with that sound very filled out, and then they drop down with the beat, and everything come back in that like guitar melody or something like that playing on into that. Really love this hook right here. Kind of like the same aspect with like Go, with that very catchy kind of repetition of that. Oh, that was really cool. Right here, do that, and like the thing just kind of broke over its arm. Oh, okay. Hanging out, and then nice having the other kind of voices on top of that, and then that ad-lib right there with the scream. This is a really interesting setting that they're filming in as well. That was cool right there, how they hit that kind of beat right there. Right there. And walk off, okay. Okay, so that was FaSHioN by CORTIS. I actually really like this song. I could definitely hear a lot of kind of influence and kind of inspiration from like different other artists in like, similar kind of genre like this. Right, so I'm liking that 100%, especially because I don't feel like I hear this kind of sound in I guess the K-pop sphere that much, but it's very interesting that they're taking inspiration from this kind of sound and doing their music like this. I think it definitely sounds really nice, 100% the way they're doing this. Of course, very, very nice sound with the main kind of sound and the instrumental, just with everything going on. Very, very filled out with that. Love the rhythm of that beat, 100%. Definitely like that hook. Very, very catchy with the repetition of that. You know, they have the auto tune on the voice or whatever, how they're doing that, even the way they go into that with the very reverby kind of voice thing and stuff like that, and the way they kind of deliver the line. Like I said, I love the separation of the, you know, the flow, the like I like that whole thing and how they keep that going for the chorus. 100% really nice. I was liking you know, I'm still not familiar with everybody's name, right, but I think it was Martin. I was liking his flows a lot, especially, you know, just the way he was delivering the lines as well. And especially on this kind of first verse, I think, where he came in right here. I think this is one of my favorite parts that he had right here, right here. Right here. Yeah. This entire part right here. Definitely like this part right here. That's very, very nice. The whole overall way he's delivering the lines, but I think it's very interesting how he also came in with a very different kind of tone for this second verse as well. So, you know, it definitely shows nice kind of variety, and I guess, you know, what he can do with his voice. There's another flow that I was really liking. That was probably, I think, towards the end right here. I think it was like, you know, on this part right here. Where was doing this line right here. And how they did that. I love all the kind of different, like, you know, ad-libs and stuff like that, unique kind of ad-libs that was going on throughout the song. At one point, I think there was a scream. There was, like, you know, different kind of things with like the layered voices coming in, of course, kind of adding to lines, emphasizing things. That was very entertaining as well. So yeah, I feel like I would definitely listen to this one. This definitely had a very nice groove going on, just really nice energy. Of course, I definitely do usually like, you know, sounds like this where it's just kind of, you know, going and stuff like that. So you know, and I love how they did it specifically on this one. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed this one. The music video was really interesting as well. I like how they did everything. Like I said, I like the overall sets and the kind of I don't know exactly what that thing that was traveling was, but that was really interesting as well. I think all the effects and stuff like that were very entertaining as well. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. Now let's go on to the next track that we have for this, and it is called Joyride. Okay. Guitar kind of thing. Okay, so let me actually, you know, do all their names real quick. James, Martin, Juhoon, Sunghyun, and Kunho. Okay, make sure I remember those. I'm liking this tone a lot right here. How they came in? Very reverberant in his voice. Nice. Okay, percussion coming in. I like the harmony coming in on the as well. Nice. Okay, nice little break right there. Kind of sound with the, you know, very nice overall guitar going on. Nice. Ooh, like the melody a lot on Joyride right there. How you sang it as well. Oh, okay. And the logos coming in right there in the back. Nice. Okay, repeating that. Yeah, the tone and the way they're singing is interesting. Okay. Okay, more of a kind of melodic kind of rap thing. Yeah, I like how he emphasized that kind of sound right there with the P. Yeah, nice break right there. It was interesting right there. Interesting kind of flow as well, going with the sound instrumental. This is like more like percussion. Like the delivery on the lines on that. Yeah, that melody as well, very nice. I think that kind of airiness on that. Yeah, reload this chorus quite a lot. It fills out more as well. The vocals coming in. Very nice song. I love the vibe of everything. Very nice, kind of chill kind of thing going on. Again, I really like that, you know, main melody is playing right there in the instrumental. Love how they were singing, especially in that chorus. Very nice melodies overall. Definitely really love the overall vibe of this one. I feel like I'll definitely listen to this one as well. Let's go on to the next track. It's going to be the last track we have for the day. It's called Lullaby. Okay. Harmonies. Starting with that. Cool. Okay. I like the sound right there. Very reverb in his voice. I like how he's on that. Yeah, that chord on that as well. Yeah, right here. Yeah, right there is nice. Yeah, I understand. So interesting, especially where it's placed as well with the sounding guitar right there and with the voices. Interesting kind of auto tune as well. I like the bass on that. Nice melody right there. You know more right here. I love there's a lot of space in this one. It's kind of like almost empty, but not really, because it's, you know, still sound filling out and everything. With the instruments going and their voices being very reverbed. Interesting how that comes in. Okay, the whistle. I would say this is definitely one of the most kind of interesting songs on this one. Yeah, I really love the sound of that bass a lot. And the voice is kind of muffled right there. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting, you know, like the ender for this one as well. Like I said, I think it's definitely one of the most kind of interesting songs on this one, especially because it's not like I guess like, you know, I guess where everything was placed in terms of like production was sounded very interesting. like I was saying, it was kind of like there was a very spacey kind of thing going on. Like there was kind of an emptiness maybe. It's very interesting, the sound of, you know, that main kind of guitar melody that was going on, how that sounded blending with, you know, the voices, you know, the vocals, the melodies that they were singing as well. And even like the melodies themselves were very, very interesting, how they went just throughout the entire song and stuff like that, and interesting kind of rhythm going on that they had. Definitely like the melodies as well. One thing I'm liking about CORTIS as well is, you know, they have really nice overall vocal tones when they sing, but they still kind of use the kind of autotune as like a stylistic thing, like to use here and there, right? You know, because even in this song, we heard a bit of both of the autotune kind of thing coming in, and also just their kind of main voices as well. And of course, you know, just in general, there's kind of like auto kind of pitch a tune or whatever in the song just in general, because it's like actually it's a studio song, they're not singing live. But in terms of the auto tune, I mean like a, you know, more heavy kind of auto tune to where you can hear that kind of robotic kind of sound or whatever. So I, you know, liked that they're kind of using that kind of heavier kind of auto tune very stylistically in their songs. And I think it's very well done. I know, you know, sometimes autotune can sound a little weird with certain things, but I think the way they're using it sounds very, very nice and very, very interesting. I think it fits a lot with the sounds that they're going for overall. Definitely really like the sound of this one. I feel like I would listen to this one as well. It definitely had a kind of chiller vibe as well, which makes sense for where it's placed on the album. And just again, like their vocal tone as well, the way they deliver the lines, especially I think there was this one part where one of the members were like singing out certain line. I forgot exactly where it was, but I was really liking how he was sounding on that, just overall. And even that, you know, melody with the ooh, I like that as well. Just overall, how everything was going on this one was very, very nice. So yeah, definitely feel like I would listen to this one as well. And that's going to be the end of my reaction to CORTIS's, you know, the 3 songs that they released for their debut EP, right? So I would say, with these 3 songs combined with the ones that we already heard, I would say this is a really, really solid kind of debut EP. I feel like it definitely kind of establishes their sound in a way that it doesn't also at the same time, because all of these songs have a very different sound from each other, but I guess they have a similar vibe. And I guess the way that they deliver the lines, the way, you know, their voices sound on everything, and even the production and stuff like that. So I think it kind of does establish a, you know, at least an area of sound that they are going for. And I like it 100%. I think they sound really good as well on this. And, you know, knowing that they actually kind of participate in the production and writing and stuff with their own songs, I'm actually liking it a little better, because I'm knowing that, of course, like this is their work that they worked on, and this is the sound that they like and they, you know, want to go for. So I respect that a lot. And I feel like, you know, maybe like these songs a little more just kind of acknowledging that. But just in general, you know, without that, I like the sound of the songs just in general. I think they do really nice with, you know, overall production and, you know, just composition of like, you know, the melodies and everything for these songs and how everything goes together. So yeah, I would definitely be listening to all of these songs. I think for this one is definitely a no skip kind of debut EP. So 100% really enjoyed this. As always, if they performed any of the songs on this one, I'll definitely be checking out those performances on my Patreon, along with some other CORTIS reactions that are already over there. If I had to pick a favorite out of the songs that we listened to today specifically, that might be a little hard. Maybe just in terms of like what I feel like I would listen to the most, probably FaSHioN, you know, just because of the energy of that one. But I think Joyride could come very close. Right. I think overall, like for the entire EP, it would probably still be Go. I like the sound of that one a lot. So I feel like, you know, if I were to do like a top 3, those would be my top 3. But tell me what you guys thought about this album down below. What did you like? Would you not like? Tell me what your favorites were, or you can rank the entire thing if you'd like. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. But yeah, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to these, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.